Mzansi, welcome back to African Farming Digital. Now we are still at the Varambad auction house and we're talking about the selection criteria when buying animals at an auction. Today on the table is an important subject, and that is animal health. How does Vleis Central and other auction houses make sure that the animals they're selling to you are healthy ones? Let's go and hear more about it. So guys, we are talking about animal health before you sell your animal at an auction. And with me, I have Bart Liebenberg, who is actually a veterinarian. Bart, how are you doing?
Finding yourself?
I'm good, I'm
good.
So Bart, let's talk about animal checks, animal health checks before you bring it at an auction. Why is it important to do that?
Okay, so the big thing is you want to make sure that your animals that you're going to sell is healthy animals, to get obviously a premium on them at the auction, and also to prevent the spread of diseases that's notifiable, and also to make sure that you do breed some healthy animals.
So let's talk about checking fertility on rams. How do you go about do that?
Okay, so the big thing is fertility in rams is a very important thing. You want to make sure every year you get your lambs, and it starts off with the ram. So usually it involves checking the morphological sperm as well as the anatomical correctness of the testis itself. So the testis palpation, that any farmer can do on his own. You can check for any defects, any swelling, any painful or lesions on the testis itself. And then also we do go into a more lengthy process to check for the sperm, how mobile they are, and also for the morphology of the sperm itself. Are they correct? Do they have any defects that can be carried out onto his lambs as well?
Now let's talk about a burning issue amongst farmers, and that is foot and mouth disease.
The big thing with us in South Africa, we've got a red and a yellow area of positive foot and mouth disease all across the border of the Kruger National Park into the Natal Highlands. So the big thing is we sit with a border issue as well as an international trade issue with foot and mouth disease. So by checking your animals after or before every auction, we check for lesions to prevent the spread of this very, very serious disease. It's not a lethal disease, but it is a trade restriction. So yeah, economically it has a big impact.
And now pregnancy tests. Let's talk about pregnancy. Why do you have to do a pregnancy test?
Okay, so the big thing is a management tool. So we usually check the pregnancy status of ewes after 2 to 3 months after the ram's been introduced. So we make sure that we identify ewes that are not pregnant so that they can be reintroduced to the ram. So you make sure you don't sit with 6-7 months without producing a lamb. So yeah, that's the big thing. We check pregnancy status after 2 to 3 months, and then we can also identify if you have multiple lambs, so that you can have your management set up ready for those multiple lamb issues, because yeah, they do take a toll on the ewe itself, and if you have more than 3 lambs, you have to take that lamb away and put it with another ewe that maybe have only 1 lamb.
Now, you as a vet, how important is biosecurity at both the farm and a facility like this one?
It is extremely important. The big thing is we sit with FMD at the moment in South Africa, which is a big issue. So we want to prevent the spread of that. Myself as a vet do go on to different farms, and we do come in contact with that disease. So the biosecurity aspect of that is very important for myself and also for auction house like this. We want to minimize the spread of that disease, and also to make sure you can give the buyer a healthy animal that will hopefully produce more lambs or calves for him as well.
So Bart, I heard about something called Corynebacterium. What is that? Am I saying it incorrectly?
Yeah, it's Corynebacterium, which is a bacterial disease that is spread specifically in small stock. It's a big issue in the country. It causes abscesses around the neck, even into the inguinal areas, which is where the udders are, the testes of rams. So it is a big issue in our small stock herds throughout the country. To identify it, almost all of the small stock in South Africa do have the Corynebacterium bacteria, if not every single one, at least in the herds. It is a big issue. It can cause the animals to lose weight, not produce as they should. And the big issue is to actually identify these animals and it is an abscess, so you can launch that abscess, but the big issue is, again, biosecurity. Opening up that abscess, taking away the pus that gets out of that abscess, and cleaning that abscess to prevent the spread into the rest of your herd.
But can you prevent this bacteria from getting to your animals?
There is a vaccine for Corynebacterium out there. It is still new in the whole herd issue. So what you can do is you can use this vaccine as a management tool again. Vaccinating your animals every 6 months with the vaccine will prevent the spread. So it won't kill off the Corynebacterium completely, but you can have definitely some improved animals in your herd and prevent the spread from going into your lambs. So in a couple of years you can actually sit with a clean herd.
Well, there you have it, Mzansi. Biosecurity is an important aspect of animal health, and that means that both parties, both the seller and the buyer, should take that seriously to ensure that that trust is built. Thank you so much for watching African Farming, and remember, we farm better together, don't we? Don't we, Bookie?
Get your free copy of the African Farming magazine now at your nearest co-op and at africanfarming.com.
Get the necessary cover for you and your family in the event of unforeseen misfortune. The African Farming Protector Plan offers you comprehensive funeral cover for your entire family plus extended family at an affordable cost. Our product also offers benefits such as monthly discounts on groceries, discounted bus tickets, ambulance services, and trauma and assault assistance, to name a few. For more information on the African Farming Comprehensive Funeral Plan, SMS African Farming to 45269 and get the peace of mind you deserve.